play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Anderson kicks to Martin. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Stockton. Out to Russell. To stop the drought. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Knocks it loose. Stockton with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Stockton. Good. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Stockton has such a great basketball IQ. I mean, knowing exactly where to go in transition.
Anderson outside. Williamson up top. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game. Jazz leading by 7. Stockton down low. Working on Martin. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Anderson passes to Martin. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Anderson. Back to Williamson. Stojakovic with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Now Anderson. Here's Martin. Buries it down low. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
Almost happened too late, partner. I mean, their offense didn't come alive until they were nearly out of it, but it is alive now.
Here he goes. And the basket is good.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
Now, here is Martin. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. Rebound, Utah. Ostertag's got 11 rebounds in the game. Stockton against Martin. Shoots in deep. Ostertag gets the bucket. And it's a 6-point Jazz lead.
Yeah, you got to bring more force and muscle than soft against it.
Martin, the pass to Anderson. Back to Martin. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. That's 7 points for Martin.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Gilliam. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Pollard.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now here's Anderson. Williamson outside. Outside, Martin. 3-pointer, Stojakovic. It's hauled in by Ostertag.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Russell against Stojakovic. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Martin following the bucket by the Jazz. Anderson passes to Williamson. Greg Ostertag with the rebound. Ostertag's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Russell inside, defended by Stojakovic.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Russell grabs the board. Russell's got his 5th rebound in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul.
Relentless effort there from Russell. He runs into some close defense and just keeps pushing.
He throw good, Russell. And the Jazz making a change here. Malone's checked in. Then for the Kings, Divac is checked in for Pollard. Weber comes in for Stojakovic. And it's Williams and for Martin. Now here's Williams. Here's Weber. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Sacramento ball.
Shot clock at 6. Williams kicks to Weber. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah leading by 5. Hornacek with him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
I like how Hornacek goes into the contact there. Doesn't shy away from it. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
And so Hornacek nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Anderson outside. It's Williamson, top of the key. Here's Divac. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, Divac making an all-out effort to come up big when his teammates needed it most. What a bucket.
Now, here's Malone. Pass to Ostertag. That's tipped. Anderson against Hornacek. It's Anderson with the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Putting the ball on the floor, making something happen.
He's off on the first.
And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line. That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And Stockton, here we go. Pass to Ostertag. Back to Stockton.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Russell. Jazz passing it around. Puts it up, and it's in off the backboard. Ostertag's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Outside Williams. Weber with it. 1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Divac. Rebound, Utah. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Malone, the pass to Ostertag. That one goes in, and it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Kings. from 17 feet out. Yep, that one goes.
Big time delivery from Chris Webber. He knows his team wants him and needs him to knock these shots down.
Now, here's Stockton. Hornacek outside. Evans against Ostertag. That misses off the backboard. Kings shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Williamson. It's hauled in by Ostertag. Here's the Jazz with the ball. 6-point game. And an intentional foul right there. And Utah making a change here.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in for Utah.
43 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Kings foul. Carlos Williamson. Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Ostertag is an enforcer. I mean, he's a physical presence who does a nice job rebounding and patrols the paint well.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 8.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your
40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Weber inside. He's against Ostertag.
He's got a nice feel for the crossover, but you still have to finish it off.
Stockton against Williams. Stockton outside. Just 5 on the clock. Going inside. Sacramento grabs the miss. And so it's Utah with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And these teams, Clark, each have impressive assist totals. Two of the best passing teams in the league.
No question about it, Kevin. I love the way these teams share the ball. It finds the open guy with both of these teams. The sharp movement of the ball and players, beautiful to watch.
Here's Garnett. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. Here's Houston. Pass to Ward. To the right side. Here's Houston. A three-pointer off the mark. Ewing against Garnett. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
In many ways, KG has the perfect basketball body, long and wiry. It's difficult to contain a guy like that, which is why defenders resort to fouling him like there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Here's Ward. Last game we saw him score 13. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Brandon. 9-point game his last outing. Sprewell, the pass to Ward. Here's Sprewell, headed by Serbiak. Sprewell, that's good.
And how about Sprewell mixing it up inside, getting to a high percentage look there.
To the inside. It's stolen by Johnson. And they're on the break. Here's Houston. And that one is hammered home.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Right wing. Here's Sprewell. Rebound, Minnesota. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Sprewell. Last time out he had 13 points. Pass to Ward. Here's Houston. Shot clock at 5. Buries it from three-point range. Houston's got 5.
Houston is so consistent from out there.
And here is Serbia. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Garnett inside. Johnson on him. And Garnett misses.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for the Knicks, Allen Houston. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
A dynamic and confident scorer. Houston, as steady as it gets at the offensive end.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Serbiak. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Good on the shot. Serbiak's got his second basket of the game.
Kevin Garnett sacrificing his body on the defender there.
Here's Ward. Scoreless thus far. Out to the wing. Here's Houston. Guarded by Serbiak. Pass to Ward. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Johnson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Once Larry Johnson has the rock in close, you might as well put up 2 on the scoreboard.
Here's Garnett. And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
Here's Ward. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. It's blocked. And here is Serbia. Driving inside. And the shot goes down. Serbiak's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Point blank range, that's what you want.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Sprewell. To the inside, Ewing, and he lays it straight in.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
Garnett goes in, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Oh, big-time jam. Man, that was sensational.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to Houston. Here's Ward. Still without a basket. Sprewell, the pass to Ward. Sinks that one from the post.
Fantastic decision by Spree, moving that rock.
Garnett against Johnson. Out to the right wing. Here's Peeler. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Garnett. Nesterovic passes to Garnett. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Brandon. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Here's Sprewell, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Johnson against Garnett. And the layup's good off the glass. Garnett's got 8.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Here's Sprewell. The rebound by Garnett. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. And there's the drive. And the basket by Serbiak.
And not settling for the jumper. Takes it all the way to the rim.
Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. Wallace with the ball. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Here's Serbiak. Wallace covering. Garnett against Wallace. Garnett the pass to Brandon. And here is Serbiak. 5 on the clock. Garnett outside. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
Brandon orchestrating the offense, a thing of beauty. I mean, he's superb at getting the ball to his teammates.
Here's Sprewell. Pass to Houston. Here's Sprewell. There's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Always confident he's knocking shots down. The stroke of Sprewell, money.
Minnesota with the ball.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Serbiak, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Sprewell. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Peeler. Still yet to score. With the drive. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Greg, we're late in the season already, but the path for these teams to make the postseason is pretty clear.
No, the dust is settled now. The teams can see their path clearly. Some are gearing up for the playoffs, others trying to finish the season on the high note. So should be a lot of fun here down the stretch.
Here's Childs. Pass to Sprewell. 6 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Ewing's got it all tied up now for New York.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Here's Seeley. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
High percentage if you can find a window. Great job.
Here's Childs. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. The screen from Ewing. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Brandon. Here's Garnett.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Childs. Pass to Sprewell. They get a hand on it. And here is Serbiak. He's got 8, and he drives in, and the shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
35 seconds left in the first. Pass to Wallace. Here's Sprewell. He has 5. Pocket 6. Camby passes to Sprewell. Rebound by Seeley.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Garnett outside. Takes a 3. Knicks with the rebound. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Childs. A 3 ball. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 6. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Here's Sprewell.
You can't doubt that Sprewell has the talent. When focused, he's an incredibly efficient scorer as well.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And New York making a change here. Thomas is checked in. It's Jackson with the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. New York trails by 7. Over to the wing. Here's Sprewell. And the 3 off target.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Garnett, the screen. Jackson dishes to Garnett. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marcus Camby.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Ward, he's checked in for the Knicks. And he sinks the 2nd. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Sprewell. Now here's Thomas. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Thomas got his first points of the game.
Passing is a nice bonus you get from Sprewell. He's got vision and looks to get others involved.
Smith the pass to Seeley. Smith sets the pick for Garnett. No good from outside. New York trails by 6. Here's Wallace. Pass to Campbell. Here's Ward. New York moving it around. Sprewell, the pass to Thomas. Camby, a screen on Jackson. 4 on the clock. Camby, no luck.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's Serbiak. Wallace covering. The 11-footer misses off the left iron.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Offensive rebound. Here's Camby. Garnett with the steal. Here's Seeley. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
New York trails by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Wallace. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jackson down low. Garnett. Nice D from Camby.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points his last outing. Or the pass to Sprewell. Here's Thomas. Out to the right wing. Pass to Ward. Now here's Wallace. Covered by Smith. Knocked away. Wallace misses. Timberwolves leading by 6. Nice shot by Smith.
And look at Smith powering through there and using his size so well.
Or the pass to Camden. Wallace outside. Here's Sprewell. Sinks the three-pointer. Sprewell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Sprewell's a guy who can be pretty effective at the arc. I mean, knocking down threes, part of what he does.
Jackson finds Garnett. Over Camden. KG, that's good. Garnett's got 15.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Or the pass to Wallace. Pass to Sprewell. To the right side. Can be a screen on Garnett. Here he goes. Ward misses. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Seeley. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ward. Back to Wallace. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 6 rebounds in the game. Smith with a screen on Thomas. And the basket by Serbiak. Serbiak's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And New York making a change here. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Minnesota. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Here's Houston. A 20-point game for him in the win against...
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Serbiak, no luck. New York trails by 9. Sprewell, the pass to Ward. Fast break, Minnesota. On up the court. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Serbiak's got 4 this quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Ward. Pass to Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Ward, the pass to Houston. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Seeley. Here's Garnett. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Took him no time at all on that one. Sprewell's got 11.
Sprewell's superb on the offensive end of the floor. Good at spotting up and creating for himself.
Garnett. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. New York shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Wallace is checked in for New York. Now Ewing, covered by Smith. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ewing. Jackson with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Garnett finds Jackson. Back to Garnett. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Garnett's got 20 points.
KG just looked so confident. Like the moment he had the ball, he knew that shot was dropping.
Here's Ward. Uncovered. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Houston.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
To the wing right side. Inside. Here's Garnett. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 22.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Here's Ward. Guarded by Serbiak. Pass to Houston. Here's Camby. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here is Serbiak. 14 points for him. Takes it inside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Houston can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
Kevin Garnett's teammates trust him to throw it down. That's why they lob it his way with confidence.
The Knicks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. 1:51 left in the second quarter. Now here's Camby. Nothing on the board. 3-pointer. Rebound by Smith.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Outside Jackson. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Here's Serbiak. That misses off the backboard. New York trails by 15. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Here's Sprewell. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Sprewell's got 8 here in the quarter.
Deadly from the mid-range. Sprewell so confident in that shot.
Smith on the wing. Covered by Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Houston. He's got 13. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Houston's got 16 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And in the pass to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Boy, Joe Smith making that dunk look routine and elementary. He's got some pretty good ups for a big guy.
Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. Lets it go from the wing. They grab their own miss. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Here's Sprewell. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Smith's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we wrap up the first half. Minnesota on top, up by 12. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Ward, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Serbiak. Into the lane. Pass to Smith. Here's Brandon. Now Smith. Shoots over Ewing. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. New York trails by 12. Here's Sprewell. Ward, the pass to Ewing. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Clearly there's contact, but Ewing simply fights right through it and gets the hoop.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
And it's clear that's a change for the better from what he was able to do at the free throw line a year ago, guys.
That one goes. Count it. Serbiak's got 18 points.
And you could tell, even in warm-ups, he was primed for a big night.
Here's Ward. Guarded by Serbiak. Pass to Houston. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Smith. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And here is Serbiak. 18 points for him. Shoots from the baseline. Smith, no luck. New York trails by 12. Here's Ward. Pass to Sprewell. The screen from Ewing. Here's Houston. From deep. New York, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here is Serbiak. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Serbiak's got 20 points.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Houston. He's got 16. Second chance shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Ewing is a dominant force. His combination of size and skill can literally carry a team.
New York shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Brandon. 2 points. That one goes. Brandon's got 5 points so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
New York calls timeout. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Right wing. Here's Houston. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Houston's got 19 points.
That's Houston's sweet spot now, knocking jumpers down off the catch.
Here's Brandon. He has 5. With the floater, Serbiak, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Houston from downtown. And again, New York with the triple.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Ewing can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 8. Now Smith. Knicks with the rebound. Ewing's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Sprewell. He's got 13. Clock at 6. Here's Houston. Fires for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. And in the pass to Smith. Garnett high post. Johnson's there. Another miss by Minnesota. New York trails by 8. Here's Sprewell, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Pass to Houston. Down low. Here's Ewing. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Brandon. He has 5. Garnett, right side. And nothing is falling for him right now. New York trails by 6. Over to the left wing. Houston. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sealy passes to Smith. And here is Serbiak. He's got 20. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Sprewell. Good. Nice job down low. Sprewell's got 15 points.
Sprewell running free in the open court is a thing of beauty. He's got great quickness and really does a good job scoring in transition.
Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
He is on a roll right now.
And here are the Knicks. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Ward. Pass to Houston.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And the Knicks making a change here. Wallace is checked in.
24, John Wallace.
Here's Houston. A rebound by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Garnett with the screen on Wallace. Here's Serbiak. Takes it off the glass. Serbiak's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Houston. Put it by Serbiak. Pass to Sprewell. Here's Houston. Covered by Smith. Houston can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 8. Brandon the pass to Sealy. To the middle. Here's Serbiak. Over Sprewell. Serbiak, no luck.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Sprewell, covered by Smith. And it's Sprewell missing. The Timberwolves shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Garnett in the post, covered by Johnson.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's Sprewell. He's got 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Houston. Johnson up top. Wallace outside. Trying to get something going. And it's Sprewell missing. Minnesota leading by 9. And in the pass to Garnett. Shoots. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Garnett's got 26 points.
That's a good find, setting his teammate up for the score.
Pulls up, high post. Offensive rebound. Ewing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, you know, it's never easy trying to defend Ewing inside, which is why he gets fouled.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Here's Seeley. Houston pulls it in. Pass to Sprewell. The 3. Good on the triple. Sprewell's got 18 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Garnett. 26 points for him. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Goes back up. Pass to Seeley. Garnett in the post. Johnson's there. No good off the back of the rim. New York trails by 7. Here's Houston. Johnson up top. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Johnson can just flat out get it going on offense. Excellent at cashing in from there.
Inside, here's Garnett. Over Johnson. And Garnett, that's good. Garnett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Kurt Thomas, Marcus Camby, Chris Charles.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wallace. Camby sets the screen for Wallace. The steal, and they're moving it up. Here's Brandon. It's good. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
What a play. He saw that he could take it all the way, and he never hesitated.
Here's Childs. No scoring in this one. Sprewell. And the 3 off target. Minnesota shooting 42% from the field here in the third. Pass to Serbiak. Arnett surveying the defense. Here's Brandon. 6 on the shot clock. Garnett can't get it to go. 58 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Childs. Back to Wallace. New York needs to get off a shot. Can be no luck. Minnesota leading by 9. Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Garnett outside. Lets the 3 fly. Thomas grabs the rebound. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We come back right after this.
It's the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Ewing against Smith. Looking to get back on track here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. And so it's Minnesota with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Brandon. Pass to Seeley. Garnett against Camby. That one falls. Garnett's got 30.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Childs. The screen from Ewing. 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Stolen by Ewing. Here's Wallace. Count the basket.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Brandon. Pass to Seeley. And he dunks it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Wallace outside. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Childs. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Stolen by Ewing. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Ward. And he makes that one. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Brandon. Top of the key, Garnett. And here is Serbia. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Oh, good on the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Ward. And he banks in the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Seeley passes to Garnett. Fader on the way. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Ewing. Ewing's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Minnesota foul call.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Personal foul. First team foul. In for New York. Number 2, Larry Johnson.
And so here is New York. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Pass to Ward. To the inside. Ewing. Camby dishes to Ewing. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Garnett is doubled. And the shot goes in. Garnett's got 32 points in the game. Here's Ward. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Goes up at the stripe. Just 5 on the clock. New York again turning it over.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Brandon. There's the try, and he uses the glass on the layup.
First step of Brandon, so good. Helps him get to the hoop.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Ward. Pass to Johnson. The 17-footer. New York, no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Seeley. Here's Garnett. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And here's the fast break. Here's Brandon. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And how about the work in transition? You can see how opportunistic he is once the break is on.
Out left to the wing. Wallace down low. Covered by Smith. Here's Ewing. Good. Ewing's got 9 points here in the second half.
Hard work paying dividends for Ewing inside, getting his shot through the defense there.
Down low. The jump hook. And it's Smith missing. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for New York. Pass to Ward. To the paint. Here's Ewing. And the rejection by Smith.
And that's how you impose your will on the defense. You've got to be an intimidator.
Brandon, the pass to Garnett. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Larry Johnson picks one up.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
Here's Sprewell, and they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Wallace outside. Pass to Johnson. Here's Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Here's Sprewell. Hits the 3-point bomb. Sprewell's got 21 in the game.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
Brandon, the pass to Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marcus Camby.
Joe Smith playing in name, but not in game, doing a nice job that time to draw the foul.
Joe Smith taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, Smith is very capable of playing both forward spots as well as the center position. And the importance of that kind of versatility, boy, you can't underestimate it.
Ewing's checked in for Marcus Camby. Here's Houston. In the corner, Wallace with it. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Smith. Timberwolves passing it around. Seeley. Shoots over Ewing. Nice shot by Smith. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And the touch from the inside. Smith is so comfortable operating down low.
Here's Houston. Driving the lane from 11 feet away. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And yes, it's good.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
New York trails by 14. Here's Sprewell. Pass to Johnson to the wing right side. New York, no good that time either.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Here's Brandon. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Pass to Houston. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Smith. Smith. Here's Serbiak. Ball is covered. And the dunk by Smith.
Smart pass leading to an easy bucket.
New York trails by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timberwolves shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's Brandon. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Creating not just for others, but also himself. Good to see Brandon finding his shots out there.
The Knicks call time. And look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
It's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Ward's checked in. Pass to Sprewell. Inside, 6 to shoot. Ewing finds Johnson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Rebounded by Ward. New York trails by 20. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Ewing. Here's Houston. Takes the 3. Riley grabs the miss. Driving in. And he makes good on the layup.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
Absolutely. I mean, they had this date circled on the calendar for redemption. I mean, you never want to lose 2 games and be swept. It can be harder in an East-West game than playing against teams in your own conference. So this is a big win for them.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Garnett.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ewing. Rebound by Hammonds. Here's Peeler. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Mavericks going up against the Pacers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. So, Greg, we're almost through the regular season now. Has the season played out the way you thought it would?
Listen, I expected a thrilling season, and I was not disappointed. This year has been full of phenomenal performances.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Miller. Over Strickland. Miller, no up. Here's Strickland. Here's Nash. Here's Bradley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Rose. We saw him with 29 points last game, and that one drops for him.
What a strong take from Rose, just brushing off the D on his way up.
Nash outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jackson against Nowitzki. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Strickland. And Davis pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Jackson passes to Davis. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And Bradley gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Count it.
Jalen is more than capable getting it done inside. He is a true bucket getter.
Nash against Jackson. Poked away. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Pass to Strickland. Back to Nowitzki. Offline with his 3. For Indiana, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Miller. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Strickland. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Nowitzki kicks to Bradley. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Bradley's got 6 points.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Jackson passes to Smits. The kick out to Rose. Shoots from 12. Finley with the rebound.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Pass to Nash. Dallas moving it around. And Davis sends it back.
Snuffed it out. What a timely block that was. Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whips it.
Miller, the pass to Smits. Davis kicks to Rose. Davis setting the pick for Rose. It's rebounded by Dallas. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Finley. And the 3 ball is good.
And Finley, a dead-eye three-point threat. Once he has his feet up under him, he's ready to fire.
Jackson looking it over. Down low. Here's Miller. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Miller's got his second bucket.
Perfect feed. You make it easy on your teammates if you get it to them on time.
Nash, the pass to Strickland. To the inside. Here's Finley, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You like a lot about Michael Finley, but what I like most is his aggressiveness at the offensive end.
And the shot goes in. Rose has got his third basket of the night.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at Indiana. They've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And seeing where Indiana is, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
Here's Nash following the score by Indiana. Nowitzki with the screen on Jackson. Nash the pass to Nowitzki. Al Finley. He's covered by Rose. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Miller kicks to Davis. Over Nowitzki. And good from Davis with a sweet move.
Taking a nice composed jump shot in rhythm, under control, not forcing it in any way.
Nash the pass to Strickland. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nowitzki, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me, and whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Here's Miller. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. Dallas trails by 3. Pass to Strickland. To the middle.
And Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position. Can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Dallas calls timeout.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Here's Finley, who's guarded by Davis. Pass to Nowitzki. And Davis sends it back. And again, Indiana running the floor. Shots good by Miller. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Nash, the pass to Strickland. Back to Nash. Here's Bradley. And it's Smith with the rebound. And it's Indiana's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Out to Miller. Launches it. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki looking it over. Here's Strickland. Here's Bradley. Up and in on the layup. Bradley's got 8.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Left side, Miller. Here's Smits. Mavericks with the rebound. Bradley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Strickland passes to Nash. Here's Strickland. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Best, defended by Nash. Here's Davis, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Dallas shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. And Miller with the block, and he recovers it. Strickland plays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Making his presence felt on the interior.
Indiana moving it around. Pass to Nash. Bradley sets the pick for Nash. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Off target from outside.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Nash outside. Pass to Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. 10 points for him.
Something that Nash really excels at, his awareness of finding open teammates is incredible.
On the wing, Miller.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Strickland. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rose against Nash. Outside Rose. Elbow shot. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Pass to Finley. This one for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Best, defended by Nash. It's good. And it's 6 points for Davis.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Takes a step back. It's deflected.
You'll see the block from Smits about once a game on average. And boy, does he have an extensive reach.
Rose passes to Davis. Over to the wing. Rose against Nash. Pass to Best. Now Davis. And here's Miller outside. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Finley. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pacers out in front. They lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Ceballos against Rose, 20 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Dallas. Pass to Ceballos. It's rebounded by Indiana. Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Miller. He's guarded by Finley. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pacers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Davis surveying the floor. Pass to Trent. Here's Finley, covered by Miller. Finley can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Davis setting the pick for Rose. Great open look there. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Pass to Trent. Out left to the wing. Finley drills the three-pointer. Finley's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
And Finley finding the hot hand, efficient from pretty much any spot on the floor.
To the inside. And Davis gets it to go. He's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Davis against Miller. It's Trent on the wing. Here's Brooks. It's deflected. Ceballos against Rose. Over Davis. It's hauled in by Trent. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Pack's checked in for Dallas.
Substitution for the Mavericks. Number 14, Robert Pack.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Indiana leading. Here's Miller. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Pat. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Ceballos. Here's Finley. Some nice passing here by Dallas. For the 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Clear that Finley is always ready to get into a shooting motion. He's got such a clean, efficient jump shot.
Davis. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
I mean, that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Dallas trails by 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. To the right side. Broke loose and stolen by Miller. And here we go. A floater. Finley with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter.
Pacers foul. Miller.
Mavericks making a switch here.
Second team foul. Substitution for the Mavericks. Sean Bradley. Eric Strickland.
Shot from the inbound. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. I think it's been a disappointing year for him at the stripe, guys. I mean, he hasn't been as productive as he was last season from there.
Dallas calls timeout. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Dallas. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Michael Finley taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
And so he makes both from the line. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Best. Still yet to score. Going inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
If you get the ball that close, you kind of have to finish it.
The Mavericks shooting 41% for the game. Here's Strickland. Fires the 3. Dallas again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Best. Started by Finley. Best passes to Miller. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Here's Strickland. Pass to Finley. It's Trent on the wing. Here's Bradley. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Best. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Right side Rose. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Bradley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Man, the athletic ability of Ceballos. Boy, I love that. He's got it all. A forward who can rise and fly. Also can score at a good clip.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Mavericks making a change here. And he makes both free throws.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Best passes to Crozier. And now Nash pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Yep, that one goes in there. Nash has got his first bucket of the night.
And how about that nice finish in traffic by Nash, showing off his soft touch.
Perkins with a screen on Nash. Best passes to Perkins. over Nowitzki. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Here is Nash. His last outing, he had 8 points. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Nash has got his second basket of the game.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
Pass to Miller. Releases. Ceballos with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And Finley gets it to go.
He's not just a jump shooter now. Michael Finley will give it to you inside, too.
Here's Best, defended by Nash. Best passes to Perkins. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Nowitzki in the post. He's against Perkins.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Miller. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Miller's got 19 points.
And right now, the D has no answer.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Pass to Ceballos. Here's Finley. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Perkins with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And Crozier gets it to go. And now it's a 3-point Indiana lead.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Miller outside. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Finley. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Indiana leading by 3. Perkins with it. Inside. Miller, the pass to Davis. Takes the 13-footer. Got a piece of it. Dallas trails by 3. Here's Finley. It's rebounded by Indiana. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Best. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Ceballos. 8 points his last outing. Bradley with the ball. Nash right side. Clock at 6. Pass to Finley. They could use a bucket. They get it back. Bradley. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Hey, offensive rebounding comes down to anticipation and want to.
So the Pacers called timeout, their first of the game.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Rose is checked in for Miller.
Substitution on the court.
Now Rose. He's got 12.
Rose so good at drawing fouls. I mean, his activity on the offensive end puts defenders in a bind.
The Pacers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Jalen Rose. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Rose. Both free throws good from Rose.
You know, Rose is a very reliable and consistent scorer. He's excellent at feeling out the defense and taking what they give him.
They need a bucket in a big way here
to regain some confidence.
1:29 left now here in the second. Here's Trent. Tries again. The rebound by Crozier. Indiana leading by 3. Best passes to Crozier. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Perkins with the screen for Rose. Indiana again missing.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Austin Crozier. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
The Mavericks have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And for the Pacers, they're shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Rose looking around. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Rose has got 17.
Oh, that was one of those yes type shots.
Nash kicks to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside Rose. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
There's Nash with the 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pacers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Dallas trails by 4. Pass to Strickland. Finley up top. 5 to shoot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Finley's got 24 points.
And Finley loves this shot. I mean, whenever the mid-range opens up, he's making use of that area of the floor.
Outside, Perkins. Pass to Smith. Outside for Jackson. Rejected by Nowitzki. For the lead. And it's Strickland missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pacers. The lead is 2. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Perkins uses a mixture of size and agility to outsmart the defense when he's inside.
Pass to Rose. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Bradley. Nowitzki outside. Perkins pulls it in. Perkins got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Rose. There's the screen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Give Michael Finley.
Team foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Rose hits them both. And here's Nash. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Nowitzki. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 5 assists tonight.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Jackson dishes to Rose. Now here's Jackson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
A very crafty finisher. That's all that New York playground basketball that Jackson played growing up. He's got a lot of different ways he can hurt you off the bounce.
And the foul on Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout charged to Dallas.
Now for Indiana. Here's Nowitzki. 7 points in the game. The rebound by Crozier. Indiana leading by 6. To the paint. It's stolen by Bradley. Here we go. One-on-one. Here's Finley. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist. Finley's got 26 points.
Finishing in style. Use that speed to get out in front.
Here's Best. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas trails by 4. Shoots from 14. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Good work there as it goes.
Great take right there. I love watching him explode towards the hoop.
For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Finley. A 3-ball. Pacers with the rebound. Harrington with it. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Crozier. Now here's McKee. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Derek McKee able to get to the rim in a hurry right there.
Here's Nash. Pass to Nowitzki. Now Finley. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Bradley.
Second chance points. They can decide games.
And here is Harrington. And Harrington throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Strickland. Back to Nash. Down low, Bradley. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Bradley's got 18 points in the game.
Beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
Here's Best. Drives to the hoop. Can't connect from short range. Nash outside. There's the three. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Strickland.
Excellent trip down the floor, ending with a nice look.
Here's Best. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Best's got 4 points this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Nash against Harrington. Here's Finley. Good team by Miller. Pacers leading by 3. Harrington inside. He's guarded by Finley. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Bradley. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Best, defended by Nash. Best can't hit. The Mavericks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Right side Bradley for the lead, and they pick up 2. Bradley's got 22 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Harrington, the pass to Miller. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Best, defended by Nash. He takes it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Dallas calls timeout. Changes for Indiana. Davis comes in for Al Harrington. Alex Perkins in for McKee. Gary Trent's checked in for Dallas. Now Finley. He's got 26. Nash outside. 3-pointer. And Finley gets it to go. He has 29.
Finley loves to shoot the deep ball. That corner 3 is a nice one, too.
Here's Best, defended by Nash. Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Bradley. Davis against Nash. To the middle. Here's Bradley, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Best.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Out to the right wing, Strickland. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Best passes to Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Strickland. He has 5. To the paint. Trent kicks to Finley. A 3-pointer off the mark. Pacers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nash has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the left side wing. Here's the three. And it's Strickland missing.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Here's Best. 8 points for him. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Bradley's got 11 rebounds in the game. Finley the pass to Strickland. Here's Finley. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Bradley is screen on Perkins. Just 4 to shoot. Strickland. The rebound by Crozier. Crozier's got his 4th rebound in this one. For the lead. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Substitution on the court.
And here are the Mavericks now. 1:46 left in the third. Pass to Ceballos. Stolen. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Best's shot is good. Best's got 8 points in the quarter.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Taking 2 shots.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Here's Best. 10 points for him. Takes it inside. Pass to Crozier. Now here's Perkins. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Perkins got 6.
Really smooth, graceful drive from Perkins that time. And you know he's got not only the long stride, but the long arms to help him get to his shot.
Nash outside. And here is Davis. Back to Nash. At the teardrop, Sundar. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Mavericks have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. The first free throw is good. Rose, he's checked in for Indiana. Mullen comes in for Miller. Good on both. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Best passes to Smits. Over Sundar. And it's Smits missing.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
They get it again. Outside for Davis for the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Mavericks on top. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pacers shooting at 50% in a decent group. For 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Best's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pacers. Dallas shooting about 42% so far. Here's Pat. Ceballos passes to Peck. Ceballos controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Incredible timing on the putback. Wow.
Here's Rose, and the dunk by Rose. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Out to the right wing. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Ceballos passes to Pat. Here's Finley. And it's off from three-point range. Indiana leading. To the inside. The shot's good from Mullen. Mullen's got his first points of the night.
You know, this is Mullen's role. He's out there to score, which includes capitalizing from inside, too.
Back passes to Finley. Hands it from downtown. Finley's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Like seeing him drain that three ball, showing he's capable of doing damage from outside.
Rose fades and shoots. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Rose has got 25 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Pass to Davis. It's stolen by Mullen. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Rose in the post. Pat grabs the board. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And it's Davis missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside Mullen. Pass to Crozier. Here's Rose. 6 on the shot clock. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's a 4-point Pacer lead. Now the Mavericks with it. Here's Pat. Outside, Davis. It's up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Rose passes to Smits. Over Trent. And it's Smits missing. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter.
Scorching them right off the drive that time.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Back passes to Trent. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Pat. Pass to Davis. Takes a 3. There's Ceballos. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Mavericks lead by 3. Rose against Davis. Rose passes to Smits. Banked in off the glass.
You know, given his size, it makes a lot of sense to feed Smits down low. Really good execution there.
Here's Pat. Pass to Davis. Here's Pat. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
This one has been all about effort for them, in my opinion. Hitting the offensive glass hard. getting those extra points off extra possessions. That's big-time work there.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Has contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, yeah. Finley can do this, too, now. Not just score. He can set up other people as well.
Gary Trent's checked in for Pat, and that one misses. Jackson with it, guarded now by Nash. Jackson passes to Smits. Shoots it. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And it's Nash in the corner. Pass to Finley. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
At the line for the Mavericks,
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And, you know, one of the things you have to love and respect about Nash is his leadership. He's an elite talent, a self-made player who I think makes all of his teammates look better.
And it's Strickland missing.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Finley. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Strickland's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Boy, love the court awareness from Finley. Excellent at realizing when one of his guys is open.
And here is Mullen. With the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mullen's got 4 this quarter.
Watching Mullen go to the hoop, I love it. An aggressive scorer, knows how to knife his way into the heart of the defense.
Pass to Strickland. Finley up top. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Davis. Indiana trails by 6. Mullen kicks to Rose. Now here's Mullen. Bank shot, no good. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Miller's checked in for Indiana. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nowitzki's checked in. The Pacers have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Smits. Back to Davis. The jump hook slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Strickland. Nowitzki for 3. And it's Smith with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Davis throws it down.
An incredible passer of the rock. I want Mark Jackson as my point guard any day, anytime.
Nash against Jackson. Nash with it. Nowitzki with the screen on Jackson. Nash dishes to Nowitzki. Misses the 3. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Smits to tie it up. Who's back up? Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Nash outside. Nowitzki with the screen on Jackson. Nash the pass to Nowitzki. Here's Finley. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Rose. And there's the drive. The game now all time.
Jalen Rose is a guy you can lean on in these big moments. Big-time shot from Rose.
Rose no good on the free throw. The Mavericks shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Nash kicks to Finley. Nowitzki left side. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Miller to take the lead. And it's laid in by Davis. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
Timeout, Mavs. Some changes for Indiana. Al Harrington's checked in for Davis, and it's Bender in for Rose. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Don Nelson was discussing with his players. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Miller kicks to Bender. Pass to Smits. Count that one. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Smits recognizing that his team needs him to be aggressive. And there he showed you he was ready to attack.
Now Finley fires for 3. Now Harrington grabs the board.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now here's Bender. Started by Finley. Bender, no good. The Mavericks shooting 43% for the game. Strickland passes to Nowitzki and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. And that's 11 points for Nowitzki. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win. And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Timeout, Dallas. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Inside, Smits got it.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Finley. Dallas again missing.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Timeout, Dallas. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Ice in the veins, providing a shockwave.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Nash with no one around. That three off the mark. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Hins the three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Nash outside. But three, it's off. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And you love to see these games, right, Clark? Two conference rivals squaring off.
Exactly, and for the officials, I think it's a balance. They want to allow these teams to compete and play freely and at a high level, but they also want to make sure they tamp down any extracurriculars and keep that intensity under wraps.
Toronto working the ball around now. A shot by McGrady, no good. Here's Gill. Pass to Marbury. Driving the lane, and he goes in for the dunk.
Marbury, because he's such an explosive and strong athlete, is outstanding getting it done on the drive.
Here's Christie. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Carter. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Marbury. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Marbury using that great speed of his to get out ahead of the defense and get the fast break hoop.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Christie the pass to McGrady. Second chance shot. Davis with the bucket.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Here's Marbury, defended by Christie. Here's Van Horn, and again it's New Jersey converted.
Marbury's got such great playmaking skills. His ball handling, passing, top shelf.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Christie. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Davis. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Right wing. Into the lane. Kept alive. The second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Charles Oakley.
Yeah, Kendall Gill's athleticism and versatility, really solid. A guy who can play a lot of positions, and I think he's an outstanding scorer.
And that one falls for Gill. No good on the second free throw.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
To the wing right side. Christie bangs home the trifecta. And that'll tie this game up.
Got to be careful with Christie at the arc. He's got solid accuracy on his shot from there.
Marbury passes to Van Horn. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Toronto. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, New Jersey, down 4 spots from them. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Christie. Pass to Davis. Pulls up on the wing. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. For New Jersey, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. He takes it in. Marbury, good.
Marbury doing a great job breaking down the defense and using his creativity to get a good shot.
Christie against Gill. Vince Carter on the wing. Puts it up from 17. Misses off the right iron.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
McGrady against Gill. And the layup's good off the glass.
Very athletic play that time by Gill inside. Nice job working to get the high percentage shot for himself.
Here's Christie. Carter left side. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets leading by 6. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Here's Christie. Carter outside. Got a hand on it.
Oh, that's tremendous anticipation, timing the block perfectly. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
There's the triple. Marbury, good. Marbury's got 9.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Christie. Pass to Carter. Here's Davis. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Marbury passes to Gill. Over McGrady. Gill misses. Toronto trails by 7. Here's Christie. Pass to Davis. From about 16, McIlvaine pulls it in.
For the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
To the right side. Gill against McGrady. Here's Gill. We saw him with 10 points last game. Hefty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. 5 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the Raptors call time here. And Toronto making a change. Willis is checked in. Here's Christie. Pass to Willis. McGrady outside. Carter with the 3. And Marbury pulls it down.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here are the Nets. Carter's missing on the 3. Shot clock at 5. Gill, the pass to Van Horn. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Christie. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Christie's got 5.
Christie has the athleticism and skill to beat you from all 3 levels.
Here's Van Horn. He's guarded by Davis. Rebound by the Raptors. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Three from the inbound. The shot's good from Christie. And now just a 4-point New Jersey lead.
And Christie has such great shot selection, which makes him a valuable part of this team.
A nice shot by Van Horn.
Great pass by him right there. This is the kind of unselfish attitude you love to see.
Here's Christie. He's got 8.
New Jersey foul. Keith Van Horn. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's McGrady. No good on the quick 3. Nets leading by 6. Here's Marbury. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Here's Gill. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Christie. Pass to Carter. To the middle. It's blocked. Here's Kittles, defended by Christie. And here is McGrady, who's coming off a 13-point game against Washington.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 blocked shots and also altered a ton of shots.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Some changes for Toronto. Thomas checked in for Davis. Williams comes in for Carter. That's Bogues in for Christie. Here's Marbury. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Van Horn. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Van Horn's got 8 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's McGrady following the bucket by the Nets. A rebound by the Nets.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Bogues. Now here's Willis. Trying to end the drought. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. New Jersey leading by 10. Here's Gill. He has 7. Here's Van Horn. They get the rebound. Another shot on the left block. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 9.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here's Thomas. Pass to Bogues. Over Van Horn. It's deflected.
Hey, you could feel that throwback from here.
Here's Marbury. Over to the wing. Here's Gill. He's got 9. McIlvain passes to Gill. That's tipped.
Excellent job by McGrady using his length to deny that shot.
And the Raptors with some changes. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Thomas. Curry comes in for McGrady. And it's Brown in for Williams. Toronto trails by 12. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Brown feeling out of it. Spins. Back to Bogues. Out to the right wing. Raptors moving the ball around. Ball stolen. And now New Jersey on the break. Here's Kittles. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. A double-digit advantage on the boards. They just pounded them inside.
Now here's Curry. 8 points his last outing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Williams is checked in for Brown.
Number 20, Alvin Williams.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 19-7 run. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Marbury. 9 points in the game so far. Here's McIlvaine. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now here's Bogues. Over in the corner, Williams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's New Jersey up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New Jersey.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense? Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
And that one, good. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Curry. Out to the wing. Here's Newman. Takes it off the glass. Newman's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Toronto shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Bogues with it. He has yet to score. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Outside Oakley. Now Bogues. Puts up a deep three. And Van Horn pulls it down. Van Horn's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the left wing. From deep. And the three ball is good. Van Horn's got 11 points.
Up-tempo play catches the defense unprepared, not ready. He takes the shot immediately.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Bogues. The rebound by the Nets. Van Horn's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. That one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Not many games left. So with the playoffs close, Greg, what constitutes a title contending team in your view?
Kevin, I think first you need a superstar. Pretty much every NBA champion has at least one. In playoff games, they're so close that there has to be someone who makes plays in the clutch for your team.
Harris is checked in for New Jersey. He hits both from the stripe. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Workman passes to Curry. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Sees the gap in the defense and cashes in from mid-range. That's how you do it.
Pass to Van Horn. On the wing, Harris. Here's Newman. Here's Perry. The 17-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Popping it in from mid-range. A good offense can come at you from any place.
Toronto calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Williams kicks to Thomas. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bowles. And again, no good by Toronto. Nets leading by 19 points. Here's Perry. Harris inside. Curry meets him. Here's Eschmeyer. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Bowles. Still without a basket. Williams scanning the floor. His 3-pointers off the mark. New Jersey with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Fike. Kevin Willis grabs the miss. Willis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bogues the pass to Curry.
And the first thing you mentioned about Del Curry, shooting. This guy has such a smooth stroke.
The Raptors shooting their first free throws of this one.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Davis is checked in for the Raptors. Carter comes in for Williams. Here's Eschmeyer. Kevin Willis grabs the miss. Toronto trails by 19. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, Toronto no luck. Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Here's Perry, guarded by Curry. Here's Fike. Davis with some nice D. The Raptors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Toronto working the ball around now. Drops one in from the wing. Davis has got 8 points.
Going on the attack, Davis knows not to hesitate when he gets an opening like that.
Harris with it. And it's Carter picking him up. Goes back up. Here's Eschmeyer. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Carter penetrating. He gets it in there.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Nets leading by 15. Now Harris. Scoreless thus far. And that one is good.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And here's Bogues. Curry on the wing from 20 feet out. Rebounded by Eschmeyer.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Perry. Pass to Eschmeyer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now here's Bowes. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Tries it from 19. He can't get that one to fall. For New Jersey, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. They set the pick. Here's Newman. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Raptors. 17-point game. They grab their own miss, and then Carter with the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Some changes for Toronto. Oakley's checked in for Willis. McGrady comes in for Curry. Christie subbed in for Bowes. New Jersey leading by 14. Here's Perry. Here's Fike, and again, it's the Nets missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
The shot by McGrady, no good. Well, New Jersey shooting straight 49% from the field. Fike, defended by Carter, and there it is for him. And the Nets lead by 16.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Nets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Here's Perry, defended by Christie. Newman, and that one is stuffed right through.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Raptors shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Here's Christie. He's got 8. Good on the bucket. Carter's got 7 now in this quarter.
Really a big part of his game. Christie finding the open man here.
Harris with it. To the inside. With the hook shot. Again, the Nets for 2.
So few players still even use the hook shot, but I think it's a tremendous weapon when you can master it and do it right.
Carter against Harris. Carter outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
McGrady clearly a shoot-first type of player, which forces defenses to get aggressive with him defensively.
The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. Burrell, he's checked in for Newman. And so he hits both.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Carter against Harris. Pass to Burrell.
New Jersey foul call. Evan Eschmeyer. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Toronto trails by 16. Here's Christie. 8 points for him. Carter with it. Tries it from the top of the key. That one doesn't drop.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Harris passes to Eschmeyer. Out to the right wing. Here's Perry, defended by Carter. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Eschmeyer misses. Eschmeyer's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. McGrady passes to Christie. Knocks down the 3 ball. Christie's got 11 points.
And he has this kind of range. The D better adjust or continue to pay the price.
Pass to Eschmeyer. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Here's Burrell. Fike, defended by Oakley. Here's Fike. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. McGrady outside. Here's Christie. 11 points in the game. No dice from 9 feet out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the right side. Here's Burrell. Christie with the rebound.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Pass to Carter. Davis with a screen on Harris. Outside Carter. That shot no good. Nets leading by 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Harris. To end the cold streak. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Burrell. And the jumper is on the mark.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's New Jersey. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Marbury, defended by Christie. Marbury passes to Gill. There's the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw off from Gill.
You know, he's somebody his guys like playing with because he does whatever is necessary to win.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And that one misses.
And I love that grit and grind style of play. Davis just isn't afraid to get a little chippy down low.
And the second free throw, good. Nets leading by 14. Here's Marbury. Pass to Kittles. Here's Van Horn. Over Oakley. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Carter looking around. That shot wide open. Carter's got 9. Here's Marbury.
Hey, yo, right here.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Kittles passes to Gill. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Good composure that time from Gill. Gets hit and still makes the shot.
McGrady right side. Carter outside. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Davis. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Marbury passes to Van Horn. Over Oakley. And it's New Jersey scoring again.
And he's in a nice rhythm offensively, filling it up with regularity.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Christie. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. And it's Carter again missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Gill. Shot on the wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Christie the pass to Carter. Here's Christie. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Christie's got 14 points.
Hey, it's obvious he's not going to be the #1 option on a nightly basis, but Christie does a good job picking his spots and has a really good feel for this offense.
And Davis sends it back. Here's Christie. 14 points for him. Here's Oakley. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Nets leading by 11. Here's Kittles. Here's Van Horn. And it falls over the rim and in. Van Horn's got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Carter outside. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Gill against Carter. Here's Gill. He's got 13. Good work defensively by Carter.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Christie the pass to Davis. Count that one. 13 points in the game.
Really good work inside from Davis, proving how effective he can be down there.
Here's Marbury, defended by Christie. Marbury passes to Gill, and he bangs it home with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Toronto calls timeout.
Make some noise for Gilbert.
Here's Christie. 14 points for him. Pass to Carter. Lets the three fly. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Marbury. Toronto grabs the miss. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Looking to end his cold spell. In transition, here come the Nets.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
It's Carter, high post. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Christie from the arc. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Oakley. Carter's got 12.
Oakley's such a good all-around team-first guy, setting up a shooter with a nice pass there.
Here's Marbury. 11 points in the game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That move was fire, just showing off there.
Toronto trails by 14. Here's Christie. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul, second.
I think he knew this was going to get physical, and he was ready for it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
And he makes the first. Willis, he checked in for the Raptors. Bogues comes in for Christie. And McGrady drops them both. Here's Marbury. 13 points in the game. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Stephon Marbury can flat out fill it up. And right now, he's on track for a monster night.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
McGrady against Gill, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Team foul.
For Toronto, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Nets leading by 13. Here's Marbury.
And right now, he is cooking. His guys would be smart to keep feeding the beast.
Now Bogues. Still scoreless. To the paint. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
And Bogues, no doubt, terrific at his ability to dish the rock. His vision is off the charts.
Here's Marbury. He's got 17. Over to the left wing. Here's Gill. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Right side Oakley. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a reject.
Here's Kittles. And that one drops. Kittles has got his first basket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Toronto trails by 15. And here's Bogues. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Trains it from 17 feet out. McGrady's got 7 points.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
Right wing. Here's Van Horn. He's guarded by Davis. Van Horn, the pass to Marbury. 6 to shoot. Pass to Van Horn. Misses the baby hook. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Now, here's Bogues. Back to McGrady. Now Davis. Goes up again. Back to McGrady. Pass to Bogues. The tray. Rebounded by the Nets. Van Horn's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Just a smart, aggressive play by Gill there, going right into the defense and earning the foul.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And that one falls for Gill. And some changes here for the Raptors. Thomas checked in for Davis, and Curry subbed in for Charles Oakley. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Toronto trails by 14. McGrady kicks to Bogues. Curry on the wing. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Thomas, it's a wide open look. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Knocked away. It's stolen by McGrady. And here's the fast break. Here's Bogues. And Van Horn pulls it down. New Jersey leading by 14. Out left to the wing. Kittles passes to McIlvaine. Over Willis. And it's blocked. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Here's McGrady. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McGrady's got 7 points here in this quarter. Nets shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Pass to Kittles. Here's Van Horn. And the 3 off target. McGrady outside. The 3. New Jersey with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Marbury passes to Gill. To the wing right side. McIlvaine. And Curry pulls it down.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's McGrady. The rebound by the Nets. McIlvaine's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Van Horn. Guarded by Curry. That one is good from Van Horn.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Now, here's Bogues. Still without a basket. From downtown. And so it's New Jersey with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so here's Toronto. They trail by 14. Curry on the wing. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got 5 rebounds tonight. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And it's good for 2. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Marbury. He's covered by Brown. Here's Kittle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
New Jersey making a switch here. Newman's checked in. So it's Toronto now. 17-point game. Now here's Bogues. He's guarded closely. Curry on the wing. Bogues with it. Tries it from 19. McIlvaine pulls it in. McIlvaine's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Marbury passes to Newman. Off target at the rim. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And it's Bogues missing. Nets leading by 17. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Offensive rebound. Pass to Marbury. Here's Newman. Guarded by Kerr. Newman, the pass to Van Horn. Shoots over Brown. And again, it's the Nets missing. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Curry on the wing. McIlvaine pulls it in. Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Newman. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Brown the pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Nets leading by 17. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Van Horn. Second chance shot. Here's Newman. Kevin Willis grabs the miss. Willis has got 11 rebounds in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
4th personal foul.
And how about the heart that Bogues plays with? A diminutive point guard that has so much confidence in his abilities, shows time and time again how crafty he is.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for the Raptors. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Marbury passes to Eschmeyer. They set the screen. Newman with the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Toronto. They trail by 18. And the Raptors miss again. For New Jersey, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Marbury passes to Van Horn. The turnaround Jay. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Raptors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Here's Gill.
Who's watching here?
And the layup is good.
Kendall Gill.
Gill's got 20 points.
That's how it's done. Getting down and dirty inside. Good result.
Toronto trails by 20. Now Bogues. Carter on the wing. Puts it up from 17. The shot, no good. The Nets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Pass to Marbury. Gill against Bogues. Gill the pass to Eschmeyer. The shot comes out. Toronto shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Carter inside the three-point line. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Nets leading by 18. Down low, Gill. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
So it's Toronto now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bogues the pass to Carter. It's on target from the high post. 16 points for Vince Carter.
And Bogues is a crafty passer. Excellent court awareness and has a real knack for finding the open man.
Pass to Van Horn. The Nets working the ball around now. The three-pointer no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry kicks to Thomas. And here's Bogues. Here's Carter. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Marbury. Over Bogues. Marbury, good. Marbury's got 10 points here in the second half.
And popping up for the mid-range, Marbury reminding the defense just how good he is.
And here's Bogues. Curry on the wing. A rebound by the Nets. Van Horn's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Gill. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Willis. Oakley comes in for Thomas. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Curry. Christie subbed in for Bogues. Here's Christie. Pass to Davis. Oakley with it. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Oakley doesn't typically take bad shots. He's selective when he shoots the ball, but he does look to convert whenever he can inside.
Here's Newman. Here's Van Horn. To the left side wing. Gill the pass to Eschmeyer. Clock at 4. And Davis sends it back.
I love the fact that Davis is such a good, active defender, takes care of business on both ends.
Here's Christie. To the inside. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Christie.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Marbury passes to Eschmeyer. Here's Christie.
Next foul.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Carter. A rebound by the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Christie against Douglas. To the middle. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto trails by 17. Here's Christie. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. New Jersey leading by 17. Now here's Douglas. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Douglas. Here's Burrell. Here's Murison. Discarded by Davis. Murison misses. Toronto shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Answering the challenge of the defense and managing to get that shot off in time.
At the line for Toronto, Tracy McGrady, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Toronto trails by 16. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Christie. Pass to Oakley. All sorts of time. Murison the rebound. And so it's Douglas who will bring it up for New Jersey.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you got to believe that's important. I mean, it's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
New Jersey foul call. Jordan Murphy. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, he's a tenacious defender and really talented passer as well for his position. And Doug Christie, to me, is a typical Velcro guy.
Both shots good from the stripe. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Douglas kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by New Jersey. Douglas against Bogues. Douglas the pass to Cage. Here's Murison. Count that one. And the Nets lead by 16. And so it's New Jersey easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time